Hey Cuddies, you are now back for another video with me, Cutting Up Corey, and today I'm going to bring you a mask and chat, the Body Shop Himalayan Charcoal Mud Mask and the Garnier Sheet Mask. So for this mask, it's a purifying glow mask and it unclog and refine the pores. And it also says for skin that needs to release impurities and toxins, our tingling mud mask contains powerful bamboo charcoal, active exfoliating green tea leaves, and potent tea tree oil, which combine to purify the skin and give it a new lease of life. Oh, it tingles, you guys. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's it there. It smells nice and earthy, and Himalayan. I like the Himalayan products. Okay, I do. I'm just gonna set that up there. I've already washed my face. I did another exfoliator. I did a microdermabrasion, so that's why my skin's looking like really clean. And yeah, you want to use a mask on a clean face. This says to leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah. Oh, this is also dermatologist tested, 100% vegan. And they also said forever against animal testing. That's right. We are forever against animal testing. So yeah, that's a little background. It is a UK, the Body Shop is a UK brand. So yeah, we are going to start. So for this week's mask and chat, I want to like what's been going on with me and my job situation. I've been going through quite a few things with work, and I'm just like the story. I'm gonna tell you guys what's been going on. So as I put this mask on, oh, it has like a texture, it has like some exfoliate, like you can definitely feel the exfoliation in this mask, which is cool. I didn't even need to exfoliate, but you know, hey, it's cool. I'm not worried about it. 2 times, gotta get help with the skin tone. So originally, about 5 or 6 years ago, I started working for the brand Boots, which is another UK brand. There was brands within the brand. So Boots is the pharmacies in the UK, and out here in the US, California, you have beauty advisors who rep Boots, and you had 3 brands. You had number 7, you have number 7 still there, number 7 Botanics, and we had another body line. I'm trying to think of what's the name of it, so long ago, because now they've replaced it with Soap and Glory. But it was kind of like the Body Shop, like they give back to communities. So yeah, like it was a cool little brand. It was like basic body washes and body butter. It did have like a Body Shop vibe to it. So I was doing that. I started out doing that, and I had no sales experience, you guys. Like, I just had some Jamba Juice experience, okay, some cashier experience, I had manager experience, cashier experience, but I didn't have, got on me, sales experience like that. Like how basically you would be inside of a Target by yourself selling and promoting these products. And I was like, what? Be by myself? Like, I was not used to that, like being at work by myself and then push a product. And I was like super shy, you guys. Like, I was in my little cocoon, and the thought like scared me. So starting like that journey, I really didn't know who I was as a salesperson. Like, I didn't have my style of selling. I didn't know what I was doing. So of course, like, I did really bad starting out. Like, I was like cutting up. I wouldn't be on the floor, be messing around. So I was just in the same place for a very long time, because I didn't know who I was. And then like things had got real bad. Like this was around the time that my dad was alive and he was dealing with cancer, and it was just like a lot. Like I had another job. I was like really overwhelmed. I was depressed. Yeah, shit was just not good. And my sales had went down a lot, like really bad, where one of the managers had to come in and have a talk with me. And I told her what was happening, and she was like, she understood, because like family members going through health issues, like that's real. Like, but we had to talk about like getting my sales back together. And I don't know if I got it together. I think I did a little better. We got a new boss, and then basically they had me on like this 6-month plan. I'm gonna call it a plan. So on this plan, I also made and I was like, I don't want to be in this place anymore. Like I don't want to lose anymore. So I like set my mind on winning. Like I was doing everything I could to get my sales up. I was putting tables out. I was giving out samples. I had the beauty concierges who were there with us. I had them pushing it for me, bringing people over. Like it was not a game. I was going to win. And then the crazy thing about it was like they had our products far away from the rest of the skincare. So in my Target store, that you have skincare, and then like 3 or 4 aisles down you have my products. So I had to go and pull people, because people weren't like coming over to that section like that for and products, and then they didn't even know the products like that. So it was like a struggle. Then like after a while they had moved it back by the rest of the skincare brands, and it was on and popping. Okay, like something happened where my sales just started going up. Like I think along with them putting it where people could see it and me hustling, I was like at the top in sales. Like I was like, whoa. And my coworker was like, Corey, really? You? And I was like, yeah, I'm winning. Money team, money team, money team. So that was going, it was happening, but then like things started happening with the company. They started taking things away. Like we had iPhones, they took those away. They were like cutting hours really bad. And I was like, dang, things are bad. But I'm like, Target had pulled out from our company, so they were no longer paying into our company. So I was thinking they needed to like cut back on some funds, like, save a little money. And then once they got things figured out, things would be good. Hours would go back. We would start maybe get the iPhones back. I don't know. I was just hopeful thinking. And then, yeah, hours had got cut real bad. And everybody was like, what's this mean? Like, how are we going to live on like 10 hours? And I know when my district manager at the time that came to see me, she told me that I was going from like 26 or 24 to like 10. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? Well, what ended up happening was another store ended up opening, and I ended up going to getting another store. So I was working 2 stores, which put me in full-time again. So it was like cool. Like I would do like 15 hours in one store and then the 10 or 12 in the other store. So I was doing that for a few months. And then one day my boss did a store visit to me. I was like, why is she coming to my store? She'll never really come to my store. Okay, it's either, I don't know. I just felt like every time she would come to my store, like it would be like something bad. Like it was not good. Because the new store that I went into, once my hours got cut, like the station was just messed up. They didn't have signage. Things were missing. It was a mess. And I was told they had been working on that for a while. So I was like, damn, like I came in there. I need to stay on top of you guys because my boss is on top of me. So I would to team lead. And then me and my boss ended up having to take it to the store manager. The store manager didn't even look like he wanted to like deal with it, but he did. And by the time that was happening, the new signage for the store was coming. So I was like, damn, what's the point? But anyway, so she came to my store and I was like, what's going on? She ended up telling me that we would no longer be in Target. So basically, I was losing my job. And this was like in, I think June of 2018. that was happening. Like August would be our last, that would be our last time with the company. So currently I was already looking for work because I've been working for Boots for like 5 years, and there was like no growth within that, like no serious growth. You could be like a district manager, or you can move to the East Coast and do corporate. And I do not want to move to the like East Coast. So I was like, I need to go somewhere else, like where I'll have more opportunities for growth. So I was applying at other places. I had a job with Laura Mercier. Was it Laura Mercier? I think it was Laura Mercier. Yeah, I had an interview, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home, visit my family, and when I come back, I'm gonna do that interview. Hopefully it goes good. These mofos had me do about like 4 interviews, and they didn't even call me back to let me know if I had the job or not. I was over the department store. The beauty concierges, the boss for that, like she knew what was happening, and I guess she really liked my work ethic and was like, oh, I want Corey on the team. So when I came back from visiting my family and I had done the interview, she was like, hey, are you interested in being a beauty concierge? I was like, yeah, like I like what I do. Like I like that we help people and our jobs are chill. Like it's you help people, no one tell you how to help. Like you just in Target living your best life, doing what you do. So I joined that company. I don't know if it was August 2018. And then things were good. I was getting hella gratis. Them hauls I was doing. Big living, big living. Yeah, like events. I was learning about different brands of skincare and makeup. Like I was just learning so much. And then January 2019 happens and they're like, oh, we're going to have a big conference call. And I didn't think anything of it because me and my boss had previously talked about me growing with that company and becoming a manager. And then I just got in a full-time store because before I was like bouncing around like I was a floater. I had a store for like, I don't know if it was like 12 hours, and then I would go to different stores to make up for full-time. So I was like, okay, cool. And then it was the store I was in when I was working for Boots. So I was like, even better. That's like close to my house. So, I'm thinking with this conference call, like, oh, we're gonna, like, it's gonna talk about new and exciting products and just opportunities. No. They got us on the phone. And I remember this morning was crazy because I was trying to get the B2K tickets I was trying to get the money to my friend so he could get my ticket, and I was having trouble getting the money to him. And then at the same time, I was trying to get ready for work and then get on the conference call. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get on the conference call and then send the money while I'm on there. No, that didn't end up happening because when I got on that call, they were talking about thank you for your services, but Target no longer wants to fuck with you guys. And I was like, what? Okay, they didn't say it like that, but they were like, Target's going to go with their own beauty team. So basically, they don't need your asses no more. And because it had happened before, I was like, okay, immediately I was like, okay, I got to look for another job. Like, I have to apply for unemployment and I have to get another job. Like, ASAP Rocky. Like, I can't mess around. Other people were like emotional. I get it. Like, nobody saw this coming really, like now. But I was like, when things are going down, it's like, okay, we need to move now. Like, they said we had 2 weeks that we would not go into work and we would get paid. But after that 2 weeks, like, it's unemployment. But I was like, okay, that 2 weeks gives me cushion to look for something, to have some job interviews. When it's done, I'll be getting into something else. But it was like a really tricky time for me. Maybe 10 years? Maybe 8 years I was working consistently. Like I was working back to back to back. And for me to not be working, I was just like, okay, I really want to enjoy this time, but not making money makes me uncomfortable. Like I need to be getting that bag. So within that time, I was looking for jobs. I was working on me too, because I was like, just because, working for these companies isn't working out, it doesn't mean I need to give up on myself. So I was like working on building my brand, just like thinking but yeah, I ended up meeting my boyfriend during that time. Like it was an interesting time. Created my vision board. And I kept looking at the vision board. Like, I was just like, vision board, what's going on here, because I got some things I'm trying to handle. And if I ain't got no job, a lot of those things on that vision board, it's going to be hard to make happen. So I just kept looking at the vision board, like, vision board, come through, come through. Mask is I'm going to do part 2 with the charcoal mask of what happens after shit hit the fan. And so yeah, you guys stay tuned on what happens after